I have an intense fear of needles. Tell me I have to get a shot, and I immediately start trembling with fear. Fear of needles is number 5 on the top 100 list of phobias, along with the fear of spiders, heights, public speaking, and death. All common and rather normal fears to have. But what about those people's fears that don't make the top 100 list? I talked to 2 people who have strange and unusual fears.
I'm afraid of chickens.
I'm really scared of grocery stores.
My fear was brought on the first time that I passed out due to getting a shot. Now whenever I see needles, I associate them with passing out. I asked my 2 friends to tell me what the root of their unusual fear was.
When I was 5 years old, I went to Portugal to visit my great-grandparents, and they have this big farm with lots of animals, and so I was really excited to play with all the animals, and my job was to feed the chickens. So they gave me a lot of food, and I go to the chicken coop to feed them, and they all started to attack me, and my finger got stuck in one of the chicken's beak, and it left a scar on me, so now I am terrified of chickens.
Everyone who goes to grocery stores is always really high-strung, and there's always a to-do list and something. It's so much energy everywhere, and everyone's always stressed. So I don't like that. When I was little, I followed around this woman in the grocery store because I thought she was my mom. And I went to go grab her and say, "Mom," and it wasn't my mom. So my mom had to get on the loudspeaker and say, "Gallagher, Foxworthy, your mom's at the front," or whatever. And it was awful.
Dealing with my fear of needles is pretty easy. I only have to come into contact with them when I get a shot or my blood drawn, which only happens around 1 time a year. But the fear of grocery stores and chickens, those seem like fears you might have to overcome on a daily basis.
I'm still really afraid. Even when I go back to Portugal, I always run past the chicken coop and try to avoid them as much as I can.
How do I deal with it? I don't. I can't go to the grocery store alone. I have to be with people all the time. And I can't make a to-do list because that's just stressful.
A fear is defined by a distressing emotion aroused by impending danger, evil, or pain. No matter who you are or what you're afraid of, we all have fears that we are working to overcome. While these girls' fears didn't make the top 100, they definitely made their own top list.